Okay, we're back to this set again. It's been a long time since I did it, the first part of this. So anyway, we're doing part two. This is my restart of this video, so I ran out of energy to say anything exciting at the beginning. But let's get into this. Bag number 2 is this bag. I don't know if this belongs to it, this little orb thing. It belongs to something. I've actually completely forgotten what set. I think it was in that Raya one. Okay, well, we've long past that. I still haven't watched it yet. I don't have Disney Plus, but as I said, I have got Amazon Prime at the moment. Who cares? I just watched on DVD, though, The Frighteners, which is a movie made in New Zealand in like 97 or so, 96, 97. Which is quite interesting. It's been a while since I have contemplated it. A long time. And it has like a cover of Don't Fear the Reaper. So I've done all this. She goes there. At the end of it by a New Zealand band called the Muttonbirds. I really always liked the song Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. And in fact, somewhere I even have the album that it's on, and I've just gone and forgotten the name that it was. I remembered a while ago. I've forgotten the name of the album. And it's just funny watching that. It's only that you hear that song playing at the end of The Frighteners, and going, oh, wait a moment, I remember having a big something about that song, like that version. It's like some thoughts about that song that I've completely forgotten because it's over 20 years ago. But I probably thought that I preferred I do prefer it's not a bad cover, but I prefer the original. So, but it's not as bad. Like I kind of feel like I kind of think that I really didn't like it a long time ago, and was very much like, no, stick with the original. But now I'm like, oh, it's fine. So I don't know. But it's like weird. I've just suddenly recalled a previous part of my life from watching a film that I watched a long time ago. But I would look into it. It has one really unfortunately bad, aged very poorly. Sorry, I don't think it was a very good joke when it came out. But other than that, it's fine, I guess. But I didn't actually. There's like one line where one of the characters says something about his territory bubble, and it's a line that I've quoted many times or referenced many times over the years. Yet I don't actually remember hearing it in the movie, so I don't think I was paying attention enough. Oh, this is how we get from here to here. There's 2 pages in the middle that explain all this. I was a bit confused for a second. So let's just do this. So that one goes there, and that goes there. I have to do this quite fast because I need to go to sleep because I've got lots of things to do tomorrow to fix broken bits and pieces. As you do. But it doesn't look like there's a lot to do. Like this bag seems quite empty. I feel like I'm going to do this very quickly. So I'm supposed to put these things together twice. I'm going to do this 2 at a time. So that's the first part. Where's the other little bit? And get the other blue things. And I probably have lots of dirt in my fingernails because I did the gardening today. I didn't really do the gardening. Oh no, I did do some kind of gardening. I moved a lot of bricks around, so it's part of a need to do something for something else. And I planted some more plants, so my garden is coming along now. I've got lots of silver beet and perpetual spinach and some other plant, bok choy, however that's said or pronounced, because there's like 2 different types. Which I don't really like, to be honest, but it was it was at the shop in the seedlings. I mean, very lazy in buying seedlings, and they're all out of those kind of seedlings. So the only things I got recently was parsley and some leeks. That's all the shop had. Because I guess it's not the best time of year to be planting these things. So I have tons of seeds. I'm just going to throw random seeds down and grow things like that. Which may sound like a terrible way terrible way to do gardening, but actually it worked out really well a long time ago when I had a proper garden before. By proper I mean a garden that produced a lot of food that had little to no effort put into it, but it went really well. So it was very random and everything was all over the show, and I want to get that back because I like that garden. So far we're going pretty good. It's very. It feels like I'm building a little house, but I'm not building a little house. I'm just building the bottom of the jewellery case. I'm guessing this is like the main base, and then we're going to build some little drawers and stuff for the next part. So that could be fun, I suppose. And that is all of that we have to... No, it's not. Nope, it's not. Nope. These have to go there, and these have to go there. Right. So I'm very much trying not to buy any new things. It's like I've been buying too much stuff in my life. I've got too much stuff, so I have to slowly get rid of things. And I did actually drop some things off at an opportunity shop or a thrift store today. So I donated things back after getting so many things over the years, and I think that's what I'm going to do. It's like all these things that never really worked out. Just because I'm like one of those people who are always obsessed with it has to, go to a good home, or it has to be used well. And so I'm not very good at throwing things out because then I feel very bad. And then I always have these piles of things that I'm supposed to sell at some point and don't quite get around to it. So just donating it back to the thrift store where I probably got it from in the first place is the way to go. So what are we doing for this part? This part looks exciting. We're going to take one of these and one of these. So I did buy another box of Lego at full price too. It's not a very big box. It was sitting on the table. Well, I'm not going to show you what it is because that will be a surprise for another day. I always feel like I'm getting a cold at night, like I've got like a sore throat or something. But I seem fine during the day. I'm going to say one too many times this evening. And that one goes there. And this one goes there. And I need another little pyramid thing. Like we are actually almost finished. I feel like this video is going to be too short. And that, my friends, that's all there is to it, this one. And it's done. No, there aren't any drawers, or there's only one drawer. There's like a thing at the front. Oh, this isn't even a drawer, this is a clock, which is supposed to have a sticker. Boring. Well, it's not going to have a sticker. And we're going to have this. It's not a clock, it's a lock. Why would I think? Well, it looks kind of like a clock if you don't really pay any attention. Which, by the way, I did not. So, it all comes together in the end. And here we go with that whole annoying, just got to get it perfectly straight. Has to be perfectly straight. Can't stand it. Wait a moment, what have I done? Oh no, that's right. It's very confusing when you're looking at this and you're making it and you're looking at it upside down to actually work out which way around this thing is supposed to go. So I have no idea what I'm doing. So next, what I was thinking is like, it says put these things there, but then I'm like, but I've already got things in the way, which aren't stuck on very well. But they are now. So that goes there. But we're going to have an electronics video, like a Lego electronics stuff video, where I'm going to go through a summary of all the random electronic Lego things that I picked up in recent times, because they're really exciting and I want to talk about them. Though I haven't got the new Mindstorm set yet. That was something that I was going to do, and every so often they have things at 20% off, and that's the time to get them. So, but I did spend a lot of money recently on shoes. Probably the most amount of money I've ever spent in a single transaction on pairs of shoes, because I bought 3 pairs of shoes. One of which I have somehow managed to lose, even though it's still in its box, and the box is very obvious. So I don't know where it went, but that was the most expensive pair of shoes I bought. And so now I'm like, what did I do with them? I want my shoes back, because they were fancy shoes. It was a bit of a random bet. It was like, hey, these shoes look exactly like the kind of shoes that I would actually need for the way that I run. because I switched over the years, I probably have mentioned this before, to running more on the front of my feet, and using the arch as a springy thing, which is how I think I would run, the only way I could run if I was running barefoot. In fact, when I discovered running this way, started running this way, I suddenly went, oh, this is how you can run without wearing shoes. But I've been doing that, but the thing is, most of the stress is on the front of the shoe, and I kind of like, well, I've got these shoes that are kind of like much more bouncy on the front. And I'm like, oh, okay, this should be good. In fact, it's really funny looking at my shoes. I can't believe it, I actually finished this whole thing. Because wait a moment, this doesn't make any sense. Wait, this is the drawer. We've made a drawer. Because my shoes are worn in a very distinctive way when I've been running on them. Is that they're worn in the front, and actually at the back of the shoes they're pretty much the same wear as when I bought them. So when I switch over to making them into walking shoes, it works really well. So that was that, and that took 17 minutes. So I kind of feel like, well, what the heck? I'm going to do part 3 because I have to. So I'm going to finish the video here and have a short video, and then come back, and we're going to do part 3 immediately because I want to see this thing finished. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.